How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So, I got everything set now, so we should be good to go.
Okay.
So, how you feeling after that decision?
I feel like that was one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in any combat sport event in my whole life.
Yeah, I agree. It was bad. I think you won the fight. You know, I was sitting pretty close. Have you been explained? Has anyone explained to you what the thought process was on that score?
I don't want to be a guy that points figures or has an excuse every time I lose, and that's what it's starting to sound like. Because 2 times in a row at the same place, I feel like I was robbed. Similarly, the Newell fight, there's an argument. There's good things Newell did during the fight. The last fight, I had 7 or 8 takedowns. I won the stand-up. I was in control on the ground. I literally never seen anything like it. Every round, you won that round by my coaches. You know, I trust my coaches. Keep doing that. Do the same thing you did the last round. Every round, I went back to my corner. I won the rounds, and for some reason, they gave him the decision. I don't want to act like there's a fix, but there's judges that aren't competent or have an interest in certain outcomes.
You know, I thought that Powell, like, he kept fighting.
Yeah, super tough guy. Powell, he's a class act. He's a good guy. He's a good fighter. He's tough, but it wasn't his night. But they gave it to him as if it was.
I think I always try and like look at the other way, and I think his submission attempts were really the only pretty much the only thing that he did during the fight that really held some weight. But once you escaped them, you were able.
This is what I look at as a submission attempt. If I shoot a takedown on you in any sport, in wrestling and MMA, and I miss the takedown, who gets the points for it?
If you miss a takedown, you have a guy.
Yeah. So a submission. Every fight I ever been in, someone tried to submit me, but I got 13 pro fights and I've never been submitted. So, I mean, I'm pretty close to a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm comfortable in those positions. I mean, if someone attempts to punch me and they miss, you don't get points for that. And I think in the past, I kind of looked at submission attempts as a similar thing. Like, a failed submission attempt isn't, I mean, if he was holding position during the submission attempt for a long period of time, I would say, okay, he was in dominant position and he was trying to submit me. But, I mean, if you jump for guillotine as I'm kicking you down, that's not of any kind of strong value.
Yeah, and you don't get it. I mean, you gotta throw in some defense on your end on that. Plus, you were able to control from there on out.
Yeah. I don't know. I went back and watched the fight like 5-6 times. Every time I watch it, it's worse because I watched it with a buddy of mine who's a 2-time state champion wrestler, and he was looking at it, and he's like, let's play devil's advocate and watch it, judging, trying to give him rounds. So we watched the first round, and there was nothing he did that it was almost impossible to give him the first round. And we watched the second round, and it was the same thing. Trying to find one round to give him was like hard, but the third round, it was hard to give him. You want to make an argument for him? He had my back for about, I think it was like 30-something seconds in the round.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so if you want to make an argument that outweighs everything I did in the third round, you still can't even really give him the third round, but okay, say you give him the third round, it's still 29-28 me. So.
Yeah, and I did go back and watch the broadcast of it, because I wanted to hear it. I wanted to watch it with the commentary. And, I don't know I don't think the judges are hearing the commentary, but, at one point, he had slipped. And I remember sitting in my seat and I'm like, oh crap, he slipped. Like the kid Powell, he threw a kick, you slipped. And I think that's where he was able to get your back. But Chael was commenting, and he even said it right there on the spot. He slipped. So it's not like it was just my interpretation. And he's an expert in the field. So I wonder if the judges kind of took that into consideration. It wasn't a knockdown.
I slipped twice in the fight. I slipped in the first round without even getting hit. Before I got hit, you watch it with anything, and it was like a body kick. But I was standing on the letters are slippery, and I slipped, and it wasn't of any value. The fact that I slipped wasn't of any real value. I was back up 10 seconds. It was about 5 seconds into the first round. And it wasn't, there's times that it wasn't of any kind of value. I came back and I dominated the rest of the rounds. It's hard for me to swallow. It's I don't know. It's not sitting great with me right now. I just kind of got over the last one, and this one was much worse. This one, there's no argument. I can't see an argument. His fans, everyone agreed that there's no legitimate way to give him the fight.
Now, have you talked to the promotion at all about the future?
I haven't. I'm kind of at a point where I don't know what my next move is.
The frustration's just kind of taking over.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now. I know I'm never fighting at Fox again. I'm not willing to fight there. That 2 fights in a row, I felt like I was robbed. I think right now, if I won those 2 fights, I might be getting close to fighting for a title or going in that direction. Like, that's not where I am, and it's kind of frustrating. So.
Well, I only ask because, in this sport, it's not like wrestling where there's a bracketed format. If you lose, you can still advance.
Yeah.
In MMA, and I just wonder if, I thought that, and I try and be as impartial as possible, but I thought that was the best fight of the night.
Yeah.
The main event was a fantastic fight, but
yeah.
I think that this one was, just because there was a lot of groundwork and stuff involved, and the way you were catching the kicks and everything. I thought you had an excellent performance. I thought Powell fought very, very well and very hard. I think that was fight of the night. Do they even do fight of the night in World Series of Fighting? And did you get any kind of push from the promotion from just from your performance?
They don't. But Ray knows that every time I fight, I fight hard. Ray Sheffield came up to me after the fight and said, "You got screwed. You won that fight." So, I mean, he knows. That's the fight game sometimes. As far as next move goes, I think it's kind of on me. I'm sure they're gonna want me back to fight. I got more fights in my contract. Like you said, it was a good fight. Every time I fight, it's always a pretty good fight. It's just, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what I want to do next. I don't know. I'm not blaming World Series. I'm kind of blaming Foxwood Commission. But, I mean, it would be nice if World Series made some kind of public statement. Or it wasn't even on the main card, so to them it's like, whatever. But to me, it's kind of my career. So it's like, I feel some kind of way, mainly about Foxwoods. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm in a weird spot, kind of, mentally.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You go into a building and, you put everything into it, and if, the things don't go your way, sometimes if things don't go your way, you can accept that, but when, you clearly win a fight,
I fought,
and it doesn't, there are judges there.
3 fights ago, I fought Frankie Perez, and I lost to Frankie Perez. I lost the rounds. It was a good fight, but he won a decision and he deserved it. And that night I was proud. I was happy. You know, he got the better of that fight, and I'm good with that. I'm not a sore loser. I'm proud. But when you do everything, that fight was one of my better fights. I did everything in my game planning. I did everything. I worked on with my coaches the last few weeks. I was working on catching the kicks. I was working on certain takedowns. I did all of it. And to have a fight that you think you fight winning a better fight, and them just say, "Oh, you lost anyway," it makes it hard to it makes you not want to fight almost. It's like, whoa, like I did everything I was supposed to do. How's he getting the decision?
Now, with your you say you have a couple of fights left on your contract. Is there like a time frame that's pinned down for your fights, or is that something that has to be worked out?
There is. They're supposed to offer me a fight like every 3 months or whatever, but I don't know. It's kind of up to me when I really fight. I personally, I always like fighting close to home because I bring a pretty big crowd. I kind of like having my friends and family be able to make it. So there's a lot of things I got to figure out, you know, because their closest card is Foxwoods, but I can't fight there again after the last 2 fights going the way they did.
Well, yeah, you do have a pretty good following. What's the furthest from home that you fought before?
I fought, you know, Atlantic City is a pretty good ride. I fought there quite a few times. Probably 5.5 hours, I would say.
Now, do you have a pretty good following? Do they come to the further ones?
Yeah, I've always, all my fights had a good crowd. You know, I have a lot of supporters. I'm pretty lucky. I have a lot of people that follow me and are into it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have. You got people that are obviously invested in you. You know, you got pretty heated there in the arena at the end of that, after that decision was
yeah,
handed out.
You know what? A lot of people come far from home to watch you fight, and you know, there are a lot of people are upset. I got some of my sponsors are there. People are giving you money. People are behind you. I mean, I got a lot of people that if I lose, I lose. They support me still, but when you get something right from you, like, people are, they're not that, you know, nothing like that. There's no way. My last fight, if you watch the Noah fight, we had about the same amount of takedowns throughout the fight, but they said that he had more control and stuff. Their argument, like, they didn't even try to give an argument for this one. They're like, you know, he won that fight, but that's still, they didn't give me my win bonus, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely things that, you know, it's a tough living, and you know, when you're, you know, if you clock in and you know, you go to a job, you get the paycheck at the end of the week.
Yeah.
You know, so this is definitely a lot tougher, and especially when you have people that sit and judge, you know, what you're going to get paid or not. It's tough, man.
Yeah, and you know what? I fight a few times a year. I still got a sour taste. It's a long time to have a sour taste in your mouth. You know, I still got a sour taste in my mouth from 2 fights ago. It's like, whoa, like the same thing happening again. It's like, it's almost like a dream, or kind of my life. This is my life's work. This is what I do. It's all I do. You know, I work part-time here and there and do things, but this is what I put all my real energy into, and it's like, to have someone just kind of steal it from you, it's frustrating.
Now, you said that your brother has a pizza shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's change the subject a little bit. Since
that?
the fight, let's change the subject a little bit.
Okay.
Your brother's got the pizza shop. Have you Have you gone in yet since the fight?
Yeah, I've been enjoying some pizza.
Good, man.
Life is good.
And now, where is this? Because I'm gonna be traveling through Albany this weekend.
It's
in
Amsterdam, New York. It's about half hour from Albany. But
all right.
It's worth it. It's good pizza.
You know, up my way. That's one of the things, man. There's just not very good pizza up here in Plattsburgh.
Really?
Now, did I see that there's also a Marcellino ice cream shop?
At one point there was. They closed down, though. That was cousins of mine.
Mm-hmm. Now, was that also in Amsterdam?
Yeah, that was in Amsterdam too.
So what do you do like when you're not fighting?
I'm in the labor's union, but I've been not super active lately because I've been trying to make a run at fighting. I work part-time screen printing, and I'm pretty lucky that with sponsors and stuff, I'm pretty lucky. I got some sponsors that really, really help me out big time and stuff, and make my life a little bit easier to for a fight. But main thing I do when I'm not fighting is I work construction, or right now I'm screen printing. My cousin owns a screen printing business, so I'm able to work with him. So I stay pretty busy. I have a hard time sitting still.
Now, Manny was over there selling not tickets. He was over there selling T-shirts outside of the arena. Were those? Did you and your company make those up?
Yeah, we make them at my cousin's shop.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I did manage to pick one up, and Manny
nice.
upsold me.
Yeah, Manny's the man. Still a lot of shirts.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can take a picture of this, and I've been doing the slideshows. Let me take a look. We got Hoodlum fight gear, Black Lotus Wood, Shots Boxing. That's your boxing coach?
Yeah.
What else? GB&R Law Firm. Marcellino's Pizza. Oh, there's a phone number. Perfect. I'm going to check that out. Man, I'm going to stop into this pizza shop probably tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know. I'll probably, if I'm around tomorrow, maybe I'll meet up with you.
They open Sunday?
Yeah, they are.
What else you got on here? Santos Smartphone Repair. Dude, you get to work on this stuff. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. Amsterdam's kind of very supportive sports city. I'm lucky. I'm definitely lucky.
So, what else, man? What else you got going on? You've been back in the gym?
Yeah, I was in there Tuesday. I tried working out. My body's not really. I got a few things getting ready for the fight that you lie to yourself and tell you don't hurt, but I'm going to try to take, I've never done it before. I'm going to try to take a few weeks and hang out. Not really train a ton and try something different.
Yeah, man, that sounds good. I mean, it's definitely deserved. It's you put your body through a lot, and then just preparing for a fight, and then you go in and And now, have you ever gone into a fight 100%?
You know what? There's always something of some level. It's hard when you're training 6 days a week, twice a day, a lot of days, to be what I would call 100%. But yeah, I've had a lot of little things I don't think affect you during the fight. But actually, no injuries. I can't remember. I think last time I had no injuries, I don't remember. I broke my leg 2012 or 2013, and all my little injuries healed up, but they all crept their way back. So I never really been injury free.
Yeah, you know, I've only fought in amateurs, but you know, most of my fights I went in pretty close to 100%.
Yeah.
But you know, I had like some shin splints there in the beginning, and
there's always I got a few things that I can't say affect me, but I can't say they're not there.
Yeah, so hey, you know, so
well,
oh man,
yeah, definitely tomorrow. Send me a message if I'm around. I'll have a piece of pizza with you.
Sure, man, sounds good. Now, I didn't get this info last time, but I found your fighter page on Facebook. But do you have any other way for fans or sponsors to get a hold of you? Like do you have a Twitter, or what's your preferred method?
You know what? I use Instagram a lot, and my name's on the bottom of the shirt, Gun Dance Kid 518, and I'm on Facebook. So if anyone wants to give me money, I'm pretty easy to find.
All right, yeah, I got it.
All right, brother. I'll hopefully I hear from you tomorrow.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, I'll be coming through. Hopefully early afternoon. But yeah, man. I know we were supposed to get together after the fight, but you know, I'm one of those guys that, you know, when I lost, I just kind of wanted to be by myself, and you know, you had a pretty big crew there, so I didn't want to really impose. So, but
we can make up for it.
Yeah, but I tell you, you know, I feel for you. I thought you fought your heart out. I thought you fought very well, and I thought you had that fight. So
thank you very much.
But yeah, so I'll get this out and probably get it out sometime during the week, and I'll put it on YouTube with a little slideshow as well.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, man. Thank you very much for your time again. I appreciate it.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.